You're not Hausa. You are a human being. You are Nigerian.
You are African.
You are
whoever.
The proper, as in your identity as a Nigerian should be imputed from childhood.
Okay.
One, there must be reforms and restructure in the executive system, in the whole of our government. If you want to practice democracy, let us practice true democracy. Let everybody hustle their resources. Let everybody live within their framework and everything. There should be a proper judiciary system, not the one that they will bring evidence to court. Lawyer will tell you, judge will tell you it's not enough evidence. Things should be done orderly and properly. Now, if children grow up seeing parents being punished for a particular crime, they would be aware not to commit that crime because they know they'll be punished. But when you're in the road, you drive, one idiot pass one way. Last man did the wave give him.
In the smoking
you see another person pass one way. Last man wave give him.
in the tag India.
Because last man can do it. Wave give you. Ultimately, you put head for one way. Bah. The guy said that is iron. He bust your tire.
But do we think we're actually training and bringing up youths who can change this narrative?
As it is now, we are not.
Or I actually feel like things are going to get worse.
No, things are going to get better.
It's
yeah.
kind of
Like,
Better
get
with
better
which people in government?
no, things are going to get better.
The awareness starts in the home, the family. That's the first. That's the first
each
school.
Nigerian is owing 380,000 naira. We are like this, owing 380k. To who? We don't know.
Nigeria,
And Africans, they borrowed money on our heads.
Are you playing? What type of plane is this?
Our leaders now, they borrowed money on our heads, each and every one of us, collected loans.
Do we
heads
not have
to
the
finance
resources to pay
things we
this
don't
debt? To pay this
The
debt?
problem is
Debt
not
to
having
be
the
able to have
resources. The
borrowed.
problem is that number one, Africans and Nigerians are treating resources as a government thing, and once it's a government thing, it no consign anybody. We go use it anyhow. That is the mentality when it comes to government stuff. But when it's assigned to an individual or when it's personalized, look at our refinery has not worked for the past 40 years. But maybe Dangote hold refinery like this. Yeah, it's going to work. It's going to work. We believe in it because he knows that if you fuck up, if your last match is close to the refinery, he will kill you because you want to burn his fortune. You get that kind of thing. You're going to treat it like your baby. But for government properties and all, we see it as let's collect our share and go back. It's a national cake. That is why.
and if it spoils,
we don't
we are
care.
going to repair it.
So are you saying?
Not me.
So are you saying the resources should be privatized?
In the case of Nigeria,
Yes.
I feel there's most of our resources, most of them should be privatized. Then not just privatized, there should be proper check and balance. Not just privatized, proper check and balance.
I don't agree.
I don't believe in total privatization, but I believe in check
I
and
believe
balance.
you can make it private, but everybody should have that equal chance.
Okay, that's not.
If you're
In
making
private
it private,
sector, you can't have
you
it.
cannot have it that
You
way.
can't.
However, the question was, do we have external influence that is still making the African thing still the way it is, that we are all disappointed in? I mean, majority is disappointed in. What is there an external influence? Why are we jackpotting from Africa? Why are we running? Why are we dying in the Mediterranean Sea? And even at that, people are seeing it and they are still saying they are going, they are running, they are escaping from Africa. Why?
We still have.
Is there
I
an
want to say
external
something.
influence?
There was a time you spoke first when he said something like this before.
Okay.
And I said I wanted to say something similar to what you said, but in the opposite way.
Okay.
You said that we cannot do without them. That's a lie. Actually, they cannot do without us. That's why they don't want to leave us.
Exactly.
Now, if they have to
any which way,
they have to
both of us are
come into our system as a parasite.
Okay.
I'm not saying that we don't depend on them for anything. That I would be wrong if I said that, but I'm not saying that. What I'm just saying is the major reason, not one of the major reason why these people hold on to us, that anything we are doing, they are there to disturb our government, our politics, their inside. They are just everywhere. So when you want to do something to unite Africans, they will just come in one way or the other and they will affect it.
Even within the African Development Bank, they have
everywhere. They are there.
That's why they put us in the
because
Commonwealth.
they cannot do
They have
without
eyes
us.
everywhere.
And they will never tell you
And
that.
it is us.
And then they
We are
continue.
that's why
Why
we are
the
the
enablers?
pro-life.
They will never say that because They have something to benefit. Every day they discover new things among us, and they need those things. So if they go, they will lose.
Look at Congo.
Actually,
$6 trillion
if we depend on them in many ways, especially in technology, in science, in even food.
No, we don't actually depend on them.
Now we depend on them. I'm not saying we need them all the
time. You know,
depend on them. There are so many things that we are eating that we can actually produce, but we just have to depend on them because we are lazy.
Exactly.
So now the point is,
we can produce.
If eventually they cut off, or we cut off from them, it will just take some numbers of years, and we recover from it. But that's not where they are going to lose. Actually, it's not what they are buying from us. It's what they are getting from us. There are so many things that they are getting from us. Like, for instance, this refinery thing. Actually, we favor us. It might not be 100%, but it will favor us. You know how much we take there to refine, and everything do not come back. So imagine. I'm not saying it's not going to happen. Probably with Dangote, I don't know, because I cannot see the future. But I know some way or the other, we are going to benefit because it's inside our country. And we're talking about will the price come down or whatever. I think as a country, our government should be able to manage and regulate the price of fuel. Since it's within us now, they should be able to tell this guy, this is what we want from you. This is, actually.
We can actually do that actually do that in every business.
As a country, we should be able to do it.
For instance, when coronavirus came in and all of that, so in Europe, I mean in Italy then, you go to a store, you get one marked for, I don't know, €2. Some people will sell €5. And so the government said, no. Face mask, for every face mask you are buying must be so and so price. I've forgotten whether €1 or 1.5
the
euro.
Government will pay the difference.
Exactly. That's what we are saying.
So who will pay that difference? Who can collect loan?
No. the problem
from your tax, they can cut it. If you are the businessman, government should find a way or the other to come in. Maybe the tax they are going to get from the people making a mask, they can cut it down. And
we understand, give them tax all those small tax benefits and all. We're not saying
I just use that as an instance.
No, I understand. Yeah, I'm not saying it's not possible, but we've seen this happen over and over again. So the point where we have like the rice importation. We have so much rice. We have this. We don't have rice. We don't have rice. We're importing rice. How do we cut it down? When we cut it down, then we start making rice. Then the people will take their rice. Nigerians will use a different bag to bag the rice, to sell the rice at high price. That one happens. Our first subsidy will happen. When it happens, they will say we're removing first subsidy. Then one other thing will come out from nowhere. They will call it want to go fetch water and use the embezzle money. Embezzlement continues.
No, this is we are talking about a government who does not mean well for its citizens. I mean, that is what we are all talking about here. And we are saying that, we want it to be good. That's why we're saying that African Union is doing nothing, because we have actually not benefited directly from their policies and all of that. And that's why we are saying all these things, and that's why we are disappointed, and that's why we are saying that there are external forces also doing all of these things. Everything that we've said actually is saying that African Union, you have to stand up. Your policies have to be well executed, and the nation states have to come in and divulge all this information that you are passing to their citizens for them to be aware. We are celebrating 60 years of OAU, not Obafemi Awolowo University, but Organization of African Union, which has transitioned into AU, African Union, and citizens of Nigeria. Many citizens don't actually even know what is happening up there. So something has to be done. Something has to change. While we believe in Africa, the theme for this year actually is our Africa, our future. Africa is our future. This is our land.
Stop doing that.
People, they laugh now. Even what I'm saying, they are not even sure anymore. It's true. People is not like if US, anybody from the US come now, from the ambassador of US come and say, guys, visas to everybody. Yeah, may we move.
Did I give you
I'm not go remain for years.
Even if they carry
Wait,
chain,
if they are
come.
moving today.
The people that will stretch out their hand, pull the chain.
Chain,
make
where
it go.
we
I
dey
go
go?
bring my own chain come. I know where say chain do dey.
So even those of us who are here, one jackpa, one comot.
Yes, sir.
You imagine, and that is not a good sign for a continent who has everything to be at the top. So, guys, I think it's been a wonderful discussion, hot and like really scintillating, no? Discussions with you guys. We still have Justin, Ben, Beyonce, Francis, Mesama, Jerry. We have Shokpe. We have Jude, and I'm your host, still Tony Mabio. So we are going to be talking about this again. So this actually is kind of pushing us to go and make more research about the doings of the African Union. While we celebrate 60th anniversary, we congratulate all those who have put an effort to see that Africa becomes that superpower that is supposed to be. And those who are thwarting these efforts, be mindful, because
You dey use your function to play.
we are not coming for you, but nature itself will deal with you. Karma will deal with you for sure. For sure. It might not reach you personally, but it will reach your children, your generation. As they are coming for you. If you keep thwarting the efforts of those who wants to make Africa great and be enjoyable for all of us, don't worry. So thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you for this